Take two. I don't know what happened, guys. Not sure what happened. I tried to get back on. It wouldn't let me back on. It would not let me back on. I'm so sorry. Take two. I was just checking my oils and I had to go back and reboot another one. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's YouTube. I don't know. So you guys, someone was asking me a question about. Thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it. Nice new blouse. This is the same blouse. Same blouse. Someone was asking me, is there such a thing as a small batch philosophy? I'm watching my oil because I don't want it to burn. You know, external cannabis products, they work better when they're made in a smaller batch. They actually stay fresher longer if you can use them quicker. So the smaller the batch, the better. But you can always double your batch. I wouldn't suggest doing more than doubling it unless you're making it on a wholesale level. You know, like sometimes I make whole loaves on a wholesale level. You bake and bake the wrong bud. Damn. Oh, what are you smoking on? Sativa? Did I see Miss Fairy in the house? If Miss Fairy's in the house, you are up late, doll. So I just want to tell you guys that most shelf life on spa products that contain preservatives and prevent microbial growth and things like that. Welcome back, Ed. Cheers. They go into my topicals and things like that, and they have a shelf life. Edibles have a shelf life. When we go to the store, a perfect example of that is, you know those bags, salads that they have that you can buy and it's all in one bag and it's got carrots and celery and all kinds of stuff in it. Have you ever opened one of them and really smelt it when you first opened it and got, what's that smell? That's the preservative. That's why that sucker can last you forever. I don't know if you guys remember on my show when we had Chef Davis, how she said to you, in the viewers, she said, I won't tell you guys what popular cookie it is, but there's a popular cookie, I know what cookie it is as well, among many, that actually sit in their warehouse for a good 8 years before they even get to the store, before they even hit the shelves on the store. So we're eating 8 or 9-year-old cookies, but because of the preservative that they use in it, they have that much of a shelf life. So everything has a shelf life. Yuck. Yeah, I stopped buying them cookies as soon as I found that out. And I have them in my cupboard, and Mister's eating them, but I won't touch them. And they're Oreos. They're Oreos. I'll tell you. So understanding preservatives and what to add and what is the right percentage amount to add is very, very, very important. And flash points and things like that, like using temperature gauges and guns, these things are very, very important. Because essential oils, fragrance oils, cannabis, RSO, THC, they all have a flash point once you have broken them down and you've broken that chain with that delta 9, that tetracarboxylate. Once you've broken that chain, because one of them is like a worm chain and the other one is a straight chain. Well, the CBD chain is the worm kind, so it's kind of harder to break that chain, but the THC chain is just a straight line. You can break it rather quickly, but a CBD strain, you can't break it that quickly, and it has to be broken appropriately and correctly, or you miss the mark. And if you miss the mark, then you miss the mark. You know, it's unfortunate, but true. I've missed the mark before. I missed the mark and had many fails. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. So my cocoa butter is almost completely melted. Yeah, I have like a little tiny circle in there. And then I have my cannabis here, and we're going to add it. Cheers. I was thinking about that because someone asked me, what about my artificial preservatives? I personally do not use or make products that have artificial preservatives in them by nature. Lotion, you gotta have it in there because lotion is part oil and part water. And anytime you put oil and water together, what does it equal? A breeding ground for bacteria without a preservative. So it's in the best interest of safety, health concerns, and the FDA that you add a preservative. So I use the most healthiest preservative. I use Germicide Plus, and I use the exact recommended dose of preservative per product I'm using. Cheers. I got to get my cannabis and put it in the pan. So I'm going to turn you guys so you can see. See the beautiful color of the oil? I hope you can see that. See how beautiful it is? It's a beautiful brown. Now you watch what's going to happen. It's going to turn a beautiful, beautiful other color. Now, this, speaking of preservatives and everything, you don't need a preservative in this. I don't. You mean Overson? Roy Overson? He's a singer, Roy Overson? Is that who you're talking about? I'm going to scoop up my cannabis here. Now, once I decarb this, I just kind of ground it up like that. No, I've not. Maybe I've heard of them. I'm really shitty at names, Jessica. My husband plays that game with me, Guess the Band. And I'm telling you, it could be my favorite band from the frickin' 80s, and I can't tell him the title of the song. I can't. I suck at that game. Oh, you have to send me a link, baby girl, on my IG so I can listen to that. I think I have too much lighting in my goddamn kitchen. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful. But I think I maybe made too much. Oh, it makes you move your body. Okay, so now, guys, I've just infused my cannabis in here. Now, this is going to bring up a really, really beautiful topic. And now you're just going to let this infuse for 2 hours. But what you're also going to do is one other thing. You're going to add 1 tablespoon of soy lecithin. And soy lecithin is a binding agent. The cocoa butter is a carrier oil. The coconut oil and the olive oil and all the oils I use, the sunflower, those are all carrier oils, okay? And carrier oils are extremely important to have to carry your THC and to carry your CBD to the product and to bind it to it. And you've already decarbed it, so you've broken that delta 9 chain. So now you're going to be able to bind that agent. And so cannabis is not a fat soluble in nature. So you need a fat soluble to bind it to. And that's your carrier oil. And this is your binding agent. Simple, right? See, I can sit here and cook at my stove and everything's right here. My drawer's open. I mean, what the fuck? So I'm going to add 1 tablespoon to my mixture. And that is it, my friends. And now you're going to let this infuse for 2 hours, very slowly, just like your oil is. And we are at, this one is about a half an hour behind the oils, the blackberry fire oil over here that's infusing. So we're 25 minutes behind on this one, but that's okay because we had to decarb this cannabis, right? So now I'm just going to quiet down because I hear Mister. Now I'm just going to kind of blend this a little bit. And as you cook this and infuse it, your oil is going to change from that beautiful golden brown that you had, and it's going to turn into a lovely sea green, like a sea foam green. It's beautiful. And when you're done, you can take it off of here. And what I do is I place mine in a glass jar or a glass bowl, and I just put it in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes, and it comes out the same size of the container, whichever you've put it in, a square, round, whatever. And then I cut it up into pieces again, and I weigh it out on my scale so I can batch it out according to what I'm going to utilize it for. And this is one of the freezer containers I purchased when I bought some of this butter before. And it came in this freezer container. So I just saved it and I just marked cocoa butter, food grade product infused. And I cut all my pieces up after it's gotten hard again. And I store it in here in the freezer. And this is good for up to a year. And it's always there in your refrigerator or in your freezer there to just take out what you need. And it's a whole pound. So you have a whole pound of food grade cocoa butter that you can use for baking. Okay, like candies and cupcakes and pies and fudge and things like that, right? And then you can take regular butter, regular salted or unsalted, it's up to you. If I use salted, it's because Mr. wants salted. Most of the time I use unsalted because I don't want it, and it really is better to not use salted. And you can take a pound and do it the same way with 1/2 ounce. And you know, I want to point out this to you because I get this all the time. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Thank you for coming in and spending what little bit of time you did with us, doll. We really appreciate that. We know how busy everybody is. I swear. You guys are amazing. And no one in their fucking right mind is up like this except me and other crazy insomniacs. Cheers to you. Cheers. Cheers, token Sweden. Sweden in the house. You have a beautiful, beautiful day, doll. I don't know what I was saying. I don't. What was I saying? See, I'm lifted. I'm lifted. Do you have any questions, anybody? I'm going to be here for 2 hours, but I'm not going to keep you on live for 2 hours. I got a question from Hopefully Green. He's been like searching videos for trying to find a butter recipe. So Hopefully Green, I hope you're watching this video, doll. This is basically for you because I've done a whole infusion of oils, RSO, and butter. But yes, I'm doing cocoa butter, but you can do the very same thing right here on your stove and do it in 2 hours, dude. And I know you've got some dank medication over there, so you can make you some butter. So I hope this one helps you. He was having trouble finding some good ones on YouTube. So anytime too you guys are cooking or making something, you guys know it's always wise to have everything ready. You're busy, Lisa? How are you, Lisa? I've weighed everything out. Everything is done. I've got my RSO done, my olive oil done, my cocoa butter done, my RSO done. Oh, my lights are on too, doll. Okay, Jessica. I miss you guys so much. Jessica, you have my phone number, don't you? Don't you, baby? I know you do. If you don't, hit me up on Instagram so I can shoot you my phone number. Because if I can't see you, I at least want to talk to you. I'm okay, doll. Thank you. I was just looking at some pictures I posted on Instagram for my son's birthday. It was his birthday and William's birthday at the same time. And my son looked so happy, and you know, I just was so grateful that he had such an amazing day and has had such a good transition this last chemo treatment that I'm like thanking God. I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, sweetheart, please do, because I want to be able to talk to you. You and Ed have a beautiful night, and big hugs to you, sis. I miss you. What time do your lights come on, Lisa? My lights come on in those two tents at 9, and on this tent in here, they're going to come on in about an hour. And I'm still up from 3 o'clock last night. So, I don't fucking sleep. 2:30. How much do you have growing in there, Lisa? Do you have I not been to your YouTube channel, or do you not have one? Because that's not like me. And you have 5 plants? Do you video them? Do you put a channel up? I don't think you do. I don't think I've seen a channel. Okay. Fuck, slap a bitch. Alright. I'm gonna sit the fuck up and put my hat on straight, Lisa. I'll go look. I promise. So I just want to talk to you. Oh, since January? Shizzle. Fuck. I'm so sorry, Lisa. That just seems very rude of me, that you're always in my chat and you always have such beautiful comments to say to me, and I didn't know you had a YouTube channel. You please forgive me for that. That's very rude. I will correct that. I promise you. I'm so sorry. Man, that smells delicious. Yeah, I'm busy, but I make a point to. My mom always said, if you fucking love someone or care enough about somebody, you make a point to show them that. And I care about you, Lise. And so I'm gonna get my ass over there. You need to slap a bitch. You should have said something to me sooner. That's what I love about you guys, man. You can tell me anything. I have very big shoulders. I have great ears. I listen really well. And I take constructive criticism very, very good. I know you do. I've come by. Have I come by and supported you and made comments? That's even worse if I can't remember. Fuck. But you know what? There's a lot of people that I'm following. I'm going to go check it out after this is over, because I won't keep you guys for 2 hours. There's no way. I won't do that to you. I had insomnia. I figured there's some people up that have insomnia too. And I know hopefully Green and some other people were wanting a simple butter recipe to make. Now, what I did, you guys, is I organized a little spa book and a spa, like, caddy, if you will. And I put all my essential oils that I want to infuse in a certain area in my house. And I go to the health food store and I buy all of my herbs and then it's kind of like my foundation basket, if you will, of all my goodies. I can get lost in the health food store. I can get lost in Costco in the oil department, in the cooking oil department. That smells delicious. It smells just like chocolate. Chocolate. I do a lot of outsourcing from like Asia and the Middle Eastern cuisine and wellness preparations in that, not so much the countries, but in that realm of preparation, like topicals and the application of that's originated like from the herbal application of like apothecary. Are you guys familiar with that? Do you guys follow any of that? Do you do any of that? Cheers. That smells amazing. Oh, okay. Oh, we were just talking about doing something like that, where it would be like a peer review of the community from your peers, and you pick the person you want to choose and review. And so we were discussing about like guidelines, because I tell you, if I ask you for your opinion, I want your opinion. I want your honest opinion, whether it's negative, positive, in between, neutral. You know what I mean? Because it helps me to be a better provider. It helps me to do better in my craft. It helps to hone my skill. And I'm not perfect by any means. I screw up every day, and I make lots of mistakes, but I learn from them, hopefully, knock on wood, but I'm sure I'm missing some shit. So, and not everybody has the same perception. Not everybody has the same taste buds. Not now, I'm not saying eat my edible. I'm 119 pounds and I eat one sucker in it, I'm good. But you are 250 pounds and you're 6'5" and you're a man with a fast metabolism, and you eat one sucker and you tell me it sucked because it's not getting you lifted. Well, one, it's not even adequate amount of medication for the amount of body weight you are. I've already told you, milligrams does not equal kilograms, and you need to get that. That's why you're not lifted. You're not medicating properly. My whole house is going to smell like a chocolate candy bar. See, that Mr. complains. Right? Yeah, I mean, he's all, the house is going to smell like candy, right? Right, Lisa? It's absolutely right. I never do it like, I don't know, it's just weird. I guess maybe I have a weird way of doing shit. I don't know. My mom would tell me that. Don't ask my opinion, Billy, if you don't want my truthful opinion, because I'm about to give it to you. And she would give it to you. Like we couldn't wear makeup when we were growing up, and we couldn't wash our face with soap. And so if we did, ooh, goddamn, we got into trouble, right? And so I would ask her questions about that. And I was a growing girl. I wanted to put makeup on and be with the general population in school, the popular girls doing everything they were doing, and yet I couldn't. And so I had questions about why, because I'm a why girl. Why, And so I would ask her, not so much just a straight out question, like, how come? I would say, well, why do you do it that way? How come we can't wash our face with soap? What's your opinion? And she, don't ask my opinion, or don't ask me to tell you why, unless you want the truth. And she'd always give it to me anyway. Hi, White Tupac. I'm gonna grab some cream. I'm gonna grab some cream. I'm in my jammies, guys. Man, that smells amazing. My olive oil is over here infusing lovely. Let me get a spoon and check that. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what would be a really big bummer? I just thought about this. This is the only thing I have in my house on propane. Everything else is electric, right? Wouldn't that fucking be a bummer if my propane ran out? And the reason my propane would run out is because of this. I have a tank about this big, maybe about this big around. It's not one of those really big ones, right? And good morning, insomniacs, or different time zones, right? And so we fill it up, and it only costs like $60 to fill it up. But that lasts us a year. But I never, well, it kind of flickers at me, and I tell Mister that you better fill the tank. But I always think about something like that when I'm doing an infusion. Because I usually use my magic butter, but I wanted to show you guys how to do it. Don't you love my cup? Good morning, Pam. It says, wake up and smell the roses. And I love my coffee hot, hot, hot. So it has this little cute top you can put on it. Isn't that adorable? You guys, I need someone to help me with my label. I can't figure it out. I can't figure out this fucking program and how to turn my shit. Mister bought me a new label program, and I'm trying to learn I know how to do it in my system, but my system is gone now because he got me a new one. So I'm starting from scratch, and I remember putting my labels in my first system. It's a fucking nightmare. You gotta turn them, you gotta put everything in there, your ingredients, how much your soap weighs, the name of the soap. Well, I have a whole rack with 10 different names and 10 different flavors and all the same ingredients because my recipe doesn't change unless it's infused. No, have you? Have you, Lise? God love, I fucking love you, Lisa. You're amazing. Cheers. I'm assuming that Matt will be on soon. I'm going to make let me tell you the name. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Let me. I don't know. Dude, I don't know everything. I'm telling you, I only know a little. I'm going to do a bath salt in a tea recipe using some Habana salts, but I want to, I'm going to do the moonshine soap and the beer soap next. I just don't know if you guys want me to do it live. I probably can't do, well, I could probably do it live. I can just do I can have the alcohol already. I could just have the alcohol ready to go so it won't be an issue. Yeah, I could do that. I could certainly do that. Shoot, I wanted to find that one because I want to give you just an idea of what it's going to be like. because this is going to come out of full jars. His and then I have a pain zap clay that's amazing that I wanted to give you guys show you guys how to do. Where is that? I don't know if it's in this recipe book or not. I'm trying to put a book together. You know, I'm trying to make one actually, because my girlfriend's mom is a publisher. But the way she put this in here for me, I can't find shit. I just saw my picture. Well, we'll save that for another time. But because she just sent this over to me, and I just had this done, so we'll see. I'm not quite done. I'm almost done with it. I want to add some, take some out. You guys have any questions about this infusion or anything that you want to know? I'm happy to answer your questions. If I can. If I can. What are you guys doing right now? Why can't you sleep? That light's bright. Turn that much off. See how big my kitchen is? See my kitchen? That's my old kitchen. Pretty big, huh? And then my double ovens on this side, and this is the stainless steel hood and Dutch stove or whatever the fuck you call it. I don't know. If you're gonna get it, you might as well get all the best, right? And I think the best is stainless steel, because it's the only thing I don't like about stainless steel is it's a complete chore to clean it. Complete. Should we look at cupcakes? My house? No. My house is dirty. Look, there's shit all over the well, that's my candle. I have my robe over there. My robes. I guess it's okay. I don't have any dirty dishes. I don't know. It looks lived in, doll. That's what it looks like. I've been busy, yes. Because I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I'm going through some shit. And I'm not saying that because I'm anything special, and I know everyone is going through some shit, but I have literally been shaken to the core, to where I don't know. I don't know. I wonder. But you know how it is, guys, right? You'll get to a point where your body will just go and you'll sleep. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Because it's not good not to sleep. You want to talk a little more about this stuff? I can talk to you some more. You guys really have to do the cocoa butter, because you have to use it for your baking, right? Keep talking, Kim says. What is that? Oh, okay, that's my... I really got to call her, because that's not my... that's not my picture. Do you guys use any fresh fruits or herbs or spices in your topicals? Do you use I mean, most people don't know. If you go to the grocery store, man, you can get a gamut of shit at the grocery store in the spice department that will make major, major, major edibles. Uh, will color your soaps naturally. It won't add anything to them. There are some you have to be cautious about, like cayenne pepper. You don't want to add that to your soap. There's, but like, even you can even go into the baking aisle and even pumpkin. You can use pumpkin, like puree pumpkin, and do a pumpkin and spice soap. It's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. You can do. I do a coconut. All of my soaps have the same base of oils for them because I have perfected it to what I want. But I add different things to it depending on how I'm making the bar, like CBD. And like my CBD is a CBD RSO bar. It's not just a CBD bar, it's a CBD RSO bar. And so when I infuse my RSO like this, see how it's all really clean, but do you see how it's green? So when I make this soap, I color it to the natural colorant that this oil is, because otherwise I'd have this putrid puke green if I saponified it and turned it into something with just the titanium dioxide. It wouldn't be very pretty. So I do kind of, I mean, I can change this color, and I do, and I usually change it into a yellowish, usually a really pretty yellow. But this, look how clean it is. That's how clean my RSO is. Can you see it? And this one I infused tonight. So this is done. What else did I do tonight? Oh, okay. I did calendula here. That's an essential oil for my soaps. I did a big, big, big container of coconut oil. I did regular olive oil. See how clean the olive oil is for cooking. Okay, Lisa, please do. This is for my cooking. And then this is the RSO salve that I have left out of the last batch I made. I think it's probably about maybe 15 4-ounce containers. So I did gift packages with an RSO in it and a CBD RSO soap on Instagram. So if you want one of those, I think I only have like 3 left now. So go get you one, because you get the RSO salve in the container. It's a big container to last you like a month or more, depending on how much you slather on. And you get the big 6.3 ounce RSO CBD bar. You gotta look, Lisa. Yes, because you get the RSO salve, you get the RSO CBD bar, you get, and the bar is 6.1 ounces, and you cut pieces off. That bar will last you a good 2 months easily. The salve is RSO amazing Rick Simpson salve, and I showed you it on the video. I think Uncle has one, and full jars and red. It's amazing shit. And then I added White Tupac. His birthday's Friday. Happy birthday, doll. My birthday was a couple days ago. Cheers, Candy. And then it has 2 packages of candy. One is 2.3 ounces of hard candies, my hard candies, which is RSO and, keef in there. And then I did My chocolates, I kind of did a variety pack. My chocolates, I did a peppermint, I did a mint and a toffee, and I kind of varietized the packet and put a bunch of those in there. And each packet weighs over 2.5 ounces, so that's a lot of candy for the price. And then one terpy. It's in a lipstick type container, so you can put it on your lips when you're running around, throw it in your purse, throw it in your pocket, you know, and it's cannabis terpenes. So if you bought this packet separately, it's about $205 is what the items would retail for. Yes, I've got insomnia candy, but I'm selling the whole packet for, well, if you DM me, you will. Let me just say, I just told you that the total retail price normally, and you're going to save $40, and I'll pay shipping too. So I only have 3 left out of 10. So if you want one, you need to get over there. This is I probably have 10 left of this, maybe. But I can't give everybody, I only have like 3 left because the rest is misters. And I have another batch I'm going to make, but it won't be ready until I decarb some cannabis. I probably have 6 units in the freezer, so I can make up more packets, but I just want to get rid of the product I have now. RSO Salve has a really good shelf life. That one was just made, I have to look at my batch tag, but I think it was just made like, not even, if I had to guess, probably 6 weeks, maybe. Not maybe. I might be pushing it. Which one's candy? The cuppy cakes that I made today. I could probably unmold one. I could probably do it, but I should be waiting 24 hours because I'm trying to do a test to see. I want to see because I put these girls to bed, and I covered them and blanketed them, and to see that the colors would come out. The jasmine's ready. The jazzy jasmine's ready. Yes, it's ready. The jazzy jasmine is ready. Yep, it is. In fact, I think that one, let me look at the date. The 6th of, I made the Jazzy Jasmine on the 6th. So, the soonest I will ship it is 4 weeks. So April 6th is 4 weeks. I like to cure for 4 to 6 weeks, I know you saw those beautiful blue bars, didn't you? I think I've got, I made 24, and I think I only have 9 left that aren't gone, that aren't sold. So how many do you want, Candy? Because I can set a couple aside for you and put your name on them. Just tell me how many you want. 2 of them? Okay. Send me your email on Instagram at starlet95, and I will send you an invoice. And I'll send you a few samples. I send everybody samples. If it's over a $50 minimum order, I always pay shipping. But if it's under 50, I can't pay shipping because I like to get it to everybody within 3 days. And the very cheapest is $6.84 to send it to you. And the soaps are 6.1. I put 6 ounces on my packaging on the back, on the label with the ingredients in it, but they always weigh more. So when I weighed these bars are like almost 7.5 ounces. So it's going to last you a long time. They're really beautiful bars. Oh, I can't wait to try one too. You know which one I'm really digging is the I'm really digging that cherry almond chocolate cocoa. No, no, that's not it. That's the scent. But the bar I made is a coffee, chocolate, cherry, almond exfoliating body bar. And the reason it's exfoliating is because it has ground up fresh coffee in the chocolate layer, and the chocolate scent, oh my god, with the cherry almonds. Every time I go to my soaping rack over there, I want to pick it up and go into my shower with it, but I can't yet because it's not time. But oh my god, I'm going to make some more of those. Oh, me too. You have got to get some of my balls, my bath bombs. I haven't even showed you guys my bath bombs. I have cupcakes and bath bombs and beautiful lotions and beautiful containers all over my bathroom. When people come in there and they use the restroom, they're like, where did you buy all this? I'm like, I don't buy it, I make it. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I mean, it's taken me forever to learn. You know, I've been doing this since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, so a minute. My parents, it's my mother's doing. I think by the time I was 9, my sister and I were canning. We knew how to can before then. Yeah, it smells like a fruit tree in here. People come in and they go, "Oh my God, what are you baking?" I'm going, "I'm not baking this myself." Well, sometimes I'm baking. Like right now, I'm doing cocoa butter. That's food grade. That's the main ingredient in chocolate. So that's all over my kitchen. And my soaping rack is over there. So there's probably 40, 50 bars of soap over there. And then I have soap over there I'm labeling. And I have olive oil infusing here. And I just did the RSO oil, so my whole house smells like, it smelled like cannabis for a minute when I was decarbing, but now it doesn't. What time is it? See, it's not even an hour yet, so the oils have to infuse. So it takes a while to learn everything, and it's not so much the process or the recipe, I mean, because the recipe's a simple shit. I could teach a monkey the recipe, right? It's getting it right and not fucking it up. I have thrown away a lot of cannabis in my time. I've thrown away a lot of product. I've had fails, huge fails, that I don't have a problem talking about. It's because it's what's made me better. You know, you got to fail to succeed. You can't succeed if you haven't failed. Oh, I'm sorry. It's got to be on your side because on my side it doesn't. It's not saying that. Earlier it kicked me off, Candy. It kicked me right off. I don't know why. Okay, good. Well, I've been on here like 48 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad. Not too bad. So I made I told you guys 3 recipes. Now, I didn't tell you how to make the RSO oil. I mean, you know, Rick Simpson oil itself, because he has a perfect recipe up. You should follow his. But I told you how to make the infused RSO oil. And you want to make sure it's looking lovely and clean like that, where you can see straight through that. See how you can see through that oil? And there's nothing in there. This is my primary oil for my RSO and CBD. I do a CBD isolate, pure isolate, that I do a similar infusion with, and those two in combination are what the soap is that I make, the CBD RSO soap. So this is a beautiful thing to make. And I make all of my own essential oil infusions, not my own. Some fragrance oils I do use and make, like lavender and calendula, because they're flowers and they're in nature and they're easily accessible. But some things I can't get, and I'll use spices or fruits or natural products if I can to change the color or the odor. So I do both kind of, but I love doing the calendula and like the mugwort and some of the really nice products that I have in my line for patients that have skin problems. So I do all my own infusions and all my own salve and all my own coconut oil. And I told you guys, when you make your olive oil, you want it to look that clean too. That is your olive oil. See how there's nothing in the product? There's nothing, well, my sticky marks from my fingers, but you see how there's nothing floating around in the product? It's very, very clean. And you can see my face through it. That's how you want your products. If you have your products like that, your coconut oil will come out that color. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful green. That's my coconut oil that I eat every day, that I cook with, that I put in my shakes, that I bake with, plus my cocoa butter. That is the food grade. Now, if you're doing the cocoa butter like I have the method here on the stove, you're going to use a cocoa butter that I use is an all organic, natural. It has to be raw and natural and kosher food grade, okay? This is the main ingredient in chocolate. This makes the best candies and cupcakes and pies and all those lovely sugary sweets that we love so much. 1 pound to 14 grams of decarbed herb and 1 tablespoon of lectin. Put it in a double broiler and let it infuse for 2 hours, and you have yourself a pound of food grade cocoa butter that you now can take off the stove, strain it through. Because it's infused for 2 hours, you can strain it through something like this small, and it'll be perfectly fine. Put it in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. It'll come out in the size of the container and the shape that you put it in. Then take a freezable container if you have one. If not, use a hefty freezer bag that you can buy at the grocery store and cut your cocoa butter up. Put it in your container or your bag. Put the date on it. I already labeled mine. I don't have the date on it yet. I will put it. And then this is good for 1 year in your freezer. And you can take your scale. If you have recipes you plan out for baking or so forth, you can weigh this ahead of time so you just take out that chunk that you need, okay? I do use this in my soaps too when I make chocolate or coffee or something like that, that I want it to smell like chocolate, like the real chocolate. And let me give you guys a tip, because just so you know, when you see my label on the front of my soaps on the packaging, if the name is directly underneath the diamond, that's infused. If it is completely on the bottom, that means it's not infused. And I do that because I go to craft events, and some craft events are a little decriminalizing before they even let you get in the door, so to speak. So if you have something that is resembling something they don't want you to sell, let's say, then they won't let you put it out there. So I have my logos here. You guys have seen my logo. And the diamond is here. And below the diamond, if it's down here, it's not infused. But if it's directly underneath my diamond, the name of the oil or the soap, whatever I use, if it's right there, it's medicated. And it's just one of my trademarks, and it's one of the things I do because some people want to remain in a stealth mode, and that's okay. So, if you look at something and you wonder why is the name of one down here on the bottom of her label of the soap, and then one's underneath the diamond. The one underneath the diamond is medicated. But my CBD and RSO soaps are specifically labeled CBD and RSO because I have to put the ingredients on the label. So it'll say RSO, CBD isolate, for the CBD isolate and the RSO soaps. It says that in my Heavenly Dank Cream because I use RSO in my Heavenly Dank Cream. I only have 2 left of the orange times 10, you guys. Everybody loved the crap out of that, which totally shocked the heck out of me because I didn't think people liked orange that much. But my orange energizing soap I knew was a big hit because I can't keep it on the shelf. So I tried a little different recipe in my Heavenly Dank using a different scent, and I made 24 jars. I have 2 left. One of them I had to stick underneath my cupboard just so I could keep it for myself because they were just, people were wanting them. It smells amazing and you want to eat it. That's what, but shit, I used mine up so fast too that I actually have one more, so I've got to make some lotions too. I gotta make some more lotions. But I have a few in there, but like I said, I like it too. I just reordered myself a big old stock bottle of that fragrance. I still got about 6, no, maybe 10 ounces, but I want another one. Limonene is also a secret of Fruit Loops and Pepsi. Limonene. Where am I going to get some limonene? Do you have any terpenes, that plant builder that you're getting from somewhere? Yeah, limonene, yeah. I want to get the Delta 9 tatted on me, but my son's tat is going right here, and I've been going to slow and getting that paper plastered on and telling him, no, I don't like that, no, change that, no, change that. So someday that sucker's going to get done. I think maybe another maybe another 35 days I'll be done, with them doing the piece, and every time I go I want something changed because I want it right. I want it perfect. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Limonene is a product, what? Yeah. Which is, yeah. So if you're saying it's a product that's in grapefruit, I know it's like, because I tell people all the time, I use a lot of food grade terpenes, not canna infused or not natural canna terpenes. And I tried it because, I don't. A 160 unit hash, what, etc., as an exfoliant in your soap. A 160? Mm, I have not. I have not. The exfoliant that I use in my soaps is usually like I'll use some clays, or I'll use some activated charcoal, or I'll use oatmeal. I'll use natural and organic products if I can. I can ground oatmeal up and make a beautiful oatmeal and honey bar that's infused in its lovely exfoliant bar. My chocolate Cherry almond is an exfoliating bar and it's made with coffee. I use a lot of brown sugar. I use a lot of coffee. I use a lot of honey. I use a lot of goat's milk. I use a lot of soy milk. I use a lot of natural products. I even use spices to color. I use turmeric. I use, I was trying to think of the last one that I just recently infused with. What the frick is that one? It's a redder spice, but it's not, it's more of a magenta. And I used it because I went to the health food store and she has such beautiful stuff there. And I always ask her if she has anything new that I can add to my soaps that's good and that's eye safe, mouth safe, and skin safe. And spices are amazing and natural product to add for colorants and flavors. And so I try to be abreast of some and I miss some. You like olive oil? You use a 1-to-1 ratio? Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. When you're infusing it, is that what you're talking about? Your ratio is a 1-to-1, or you're currently using a 1-to-1 ratio? Because when I first started, I started with a 1-to-1 ratio too, but I don't use a 1-to-1 ratio any longer. I do mine's pretty high. Mine's high in soap making. Okay, okay. So you make soap. Do you do? So can you share some of your soaping with me? Maybe tell me what you do, what you like to do, what your favorite things are to make, and some of the things that because I don't know shit in soaping, man. I'm new at soaping as far as creating, and I mean a bar of soap is a bar of soap. You could make it, and some people that don't know which goes in it as far as percentage wise, like if you use over 20% of coconut oil, it's pretty drying to your skin. I've never tried that. I've never tried that. So did you do one? Yep, I let the saponification harden it, and I believe in putting my babies into a box and putting them to bed and covering them up. Now, some people leave them out. Some people don't let them go through gel, and I think it's a matter of preference. What one soaper likes, the other one doesn't, or what someone likes doesn't like the other one. So, I mean, I like them both ways. I've just noticed in my experience in the environment I'm in, because maybe it's because I'm at a higher sea level, that if I put it to bed, the colors come out more vibrant. If I've let it sit out and not blanketed it and I disturbed it, you know, or maybe covered it but uncovered it. Hi Harry, how you doing? Hey chocolate cheeks, how are you doing? Then I noticed the color difference, you know? So I do think it's just like when we harvest our plants, it's a matter of preference. Do you want 60/40, 60, clear to cloudy? Do you want 60% amber and only 40% white? What do you want? I think it's a grower's preference, so it's kind of a soaper preference. I never even thought of putting hash in as an exfoliant for soaping. And now I've used hash for my suckers. Right, right. I don't think I'm willing. I That's why I put it in my suckers along with RSO and Keef, because I don't really want to wash Keef down the drain as an exfoliant. The thought of that never even crossed my mind to put it in a soap when you have so many other things to put in a soap as an exfoliant. Plain coffee. If you ground it down really, really nicely and you do it, even if you do a coconut vanilla coffee bar, oh my God, you'll notice the huge difference if you use an exfoliant every day. Candy, thank you, Candy. Plant Builder, we should hook up because, dude, if you're doing that with soaping and stuff, we should do a collab together. I think it would be a blast, don't you? Cheers. Well, how you doing, Harry? Harry Sunshine. See, everything's infusing beautifully. Nothing's over boiling or baking or anything. Yes, that would be great. Right? Right? That would be so awesome. We could do it on your platform even if you'd like. I don't care. That don't bother me. I just think it'd be a blast to do with you. I'm all about learning, man, and trying new shit. And I'll guarantee you there's something you do that I don't do and that I don't know. I'll guarantee it. There isn't one person that I've learned from where I've said, oh, I know everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know fucking shit. There's so much to know. I mean, really, go look at, what website is it? Excuse me. Go look at, nice bubblegum pick. Go look at Etsy and just type in, no, I can't sleep. You're on spring break? Oh, awesome. 66 minutes. Not 66 minutes. Fuck, Lisa, you made me forget what I was saying. I'm lifted, and I'm probably tired. And I still have some more R&D to do on Ryan. No years. We were talking about Plant Builder and I doing a soap collab or something. Anybody that wants to do any kind of collab or do anything, and they would like me to come on their side of the platform, please reach out to me and ask. I'd love to have you. I'd love to go. Right? There's no fucking bullshit here. No way. I do not need... I don't need people doing that, you know. I am happy to help a fellow YouTuber and a fellow cannabis community, like-minded individual grow their channel and their product. And if you're not willing to do that, then you might be intimidated about them doing the do, and you're not. And I'm not intimidated. I welcome the competition, and I honor the fact that I get to learn from such knowledgeable fucking people that are doing the do, right? Like Chef Davis over at West Coast Baked Goodness. They're doing the do, sharing the love, right, Pam? Sharing the love. Now, there's a difference between sharing the love. It's called a give and take, right? You give some and someone gives back. You give some and someone gives back. But if you come around and you just take all the time, that taking will wear a little thin on even my platform. So I'm just saying, if you want to contribute to other people and not just ask other people for things all the time wherever you go, because I don't see you doing it on your channel. I don't see you doing that for people on your channel. So I don't tolerate that bullshit here, you know? I love helping people and I welcome the challenge. I don't give a fuck if your garden's greener, bigger, your yields are bigger, your edibles are bigger, your topicals are better. I welcome the challenge because if yours is better, I'm failing somewhere, right? And you are fucking nailing it in that area, right? But you may be failing in another area that I'm nailing. So that's the give and take. It's not about using and abusing. It's about giving love and taking love back constructively, respectfully. carefully. Right? Oh my God, that's a lot of seeds, Plant Builder. That's a lot of seeds. See, Plant Builder gave 1,500 seeds away. Fuck. 1,500? Damn. Dang. That's a lot of beans. Shizzle. Really? Wow. Much blessing. Thank you very much. New York State just denied defending cannabis and has never killed anybody, but everyone has. Well, poor Mangrove, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right that New York did, and I knew New York would. Why? Because New Yorkers have a stick up their ass. And it's not so much the normal people, that the average Joe that works in New York, or the patients that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Wall Street junkies that work Wall Street or Marketplace. And it's about this. That's why New York said no, because they aren't getting their pockets lined there yet, where they want them lined. And it makes me very upset. Oh, honey, I don't even think about it that way. I really don't. But when I see somebody giving away 1,500 fucking seeds like that, that's a huge give back. Fuck. That's huge. And that's kind of how it is here in California. Do you know that President Trump just signed the federal bill, the same bill that he kicked out, the coal bill from Cory Booker, that he threw out with fucking Jeff Sessions, right? President Trump just signed a 6-month extension to prevent the federal government from interfering on a state level to penalize us, arrest us, criminalize us, or anything of the kind for another 6 months. Why are you dragging it out 6 months at a time? Why don't you just free the fucking weed and be done with it, Mr. Trump? I'm not even going to call him sir. Mister, you're lucky. I'm calling you Mister because I think you're a coward, because people voted for you for that very reason, and you've disappointed us. Now, I didn't vote for you for that very reason, but I'll guarantee you I know many, many did for that, just for that one reason, because a lot of people don't like him, don't believe in his politics, and don't believe in his philosophy. What the fuck are you talking about? Build a wall. I'm going to tape the cookie jar down too, and I'm going to put a lock on it. I'll guarantee you if my boy wants in that cookie jar, he gonna get in it. So you build a wall. If an illegal immigrant or black market cannabis dealer or anything else wants to get in, you bet your ass they're gonna get through your wall, Mr. Trump. Stupid ass. Use our tax money to build a wall. But you watch, Mr. Trump is going to be doing some things that involve cannabis, because come November, election's coming up. So, watch your state. Watch your state. Talk to your state legislation. They are the ones that are going to be honest with you. Every season you have to really just be prepared. And Wall Street's the dumbest. You're right, poor man. You're right. But they're millionaires. So they're not so dumb, are they? Huh? Think about it. Selfish, maybe. Don't give a shit, maybe. Dumb? I'm not gonna title them dumb, because they're richer than me. And the way they did it, I don't agree with. The way they're doing it, I don't agree with. But smart. Smart. Nevertheless. And that's just like big pharma in the tobacco industries. They say, we don't want to free the weed, right? But yet we're going all over nationwide and buying up property and and mom and pop businesses for phenomenal amounts of money that these seniors cannot refuse to accept to put cannabis businesses in place. So they're preparing. Why are they preparing? If you're preparing, why are you bucking us so much? Why are you giving us so much shit? Oh yeah, you bet your butt the tobacco industry, they already have cannabis in the ground. The cannabis is in the ground by the tobacco companies, and they have already fucked up our ecosystem with tobacco. I'm not letting them fuck up our cannabis, are you? I mean, come on, right? Because that's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. And when they do that, then Big Pharma is going to give you some type of synthetic because they're going to turn their shit into a synthetic drug, and then they're going to dole it out just like they do their pills. And they're going to have their pockets lined, and they're going to be all happy. And I for one, I'm not standing for that. If I can bitch about it, every opportunity I am. Trust and believe that. It is my God-given right to put coffee in this coffee cup and drink it, or pour bleach in here and drink it. There's no fucking buddy here or no law that stops me from doing that, but yet bleach is poison and it's sold in the fucking local grocery store. Right? Right? Alcohol is poison and it's one of the leading killers in the world. But you can't drive down the street without finding a local liquor store, 7-Eleven, Circle K, grocery store that doesn't have liquor for sale. Is there a DEA agent standing outside saying, ma'am, you can only have a 12-pack today? I don't think so. Well, why the fuck are you telling me that with cannabis? It's my body. For 16 years, 16 years I've been sober from Big Pharma using cannabis. So they can't, there's no argument. You can't argue with that, but you can't argue with stupid either. And some people are in an era where they grew up and their beliefs are different. Yeah. Right? Exactly. Blockchain, exactly. You know exactly, Plant Builder. And it's ridiculous, don't you think? That they're carrying on like this when if you look at statistically and you look it up, do you know that 86% of the United States population says yes to legalizing cannabis? So what's that leave? 13%? Is that right? Am I doing my math right? 6, 7, yeah, 13%, maybe, yeah. That say no? Who are those 13%? Look it up. Look it up. You'll be surprised who the 13% are. It's generally what I have found is generational eras where reefer madness was the big thing, you know? Like, that's how they learned about cannabis. That's how, through reefer madness. They weren't educated. They're still not educated. And they're so damn old they don't want to be educated because they don't have enough time to even give a shit about it. I mean, that's just my theory, but I could be wrong. But, fuck, 86%. Is it, if I was a president, your mom was a diehard against it? Okay, wait. Hold on. I gotta get my chart thinger. Your mom is still a diehard? Really? Why? You know what? That's very interesting that you talk about that, because I really would love to have one of the shows, this coming up shows about this very topic. I'm trying to plug my girl in. I would love to have a show on this, because there's a lot of families that have this very same problem. I have doll. Plant builder, I have. And I know you're real. Why would I not think you're real? You're more than welcome. I've asked many people to just reach out to me and send me your email and what day you have available and what you would like to talk about, because I'm happy to have you. And this topic is spot on, because I have this very same issue with my son, but it's not revolving a generational issue or an educational issue. Okay, thank you so much. It is more of his is a work issue. My son has already told me point blank, I don't give a fuck what I'd have to take, Mom. Period. Cannabis, THC, CBD, he didn't care, right? He said, but my job, my son works for the railroad. And I don't know if any of you know about the railroad, but the railroad is a real big stickler, and their union, and it's amazing benefits. And I'm trying to move this, I'm sorry. My son has a beautiful family that he takes care of, and insurance and education and braces and things like that are expensive. So, he doesn't want to lose his job. At the same time, he doesn't want to die of cancer, right? So it's like I don't know, it's kind of like a ping pong ball, and you're throwing it back and forth on the table, and it's based on each other's perspective. Well, thank you, Michael. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. I look old as dirt, and I probably look like shit because I have no makeup on. I'm in my flipping pajamas with a hoodie and coffee. I hope you had an amazing day. Thank you for stopping by. Cheers to you. Man, you guys, I listened to some amazing rapper tonight. And loved it. Loved it. Cheers to you. I'm looking for a song for the Fellowship of the Dank and a logo for the Fellowship of the Dank, because I think the Dank deserves a logo, don't you? And I don't want to use my Star Delta logo because that's my trademark, and that's branded, and it goes with my website, stardelta.com, and that's mine. So I'd like to attach it to the Fellowship of the Dank, because the community's the dank and my panel's the dank, right? So I don't know, I'm trying to think about how I could, because it took me a long time to create my logo, so I'm trying to think of, well, I could probably design one. It wasn't very expensive to have the person draw it for me. It was actually pretty cheap to have her do it. I love Viceland. I love Viceland. I don't watch any television, though. Is that what you're talking about? I don't have, I turned my TV off 2 years ago. I watch series, if I'm following you correctly. Isn't that a drama cop show or something, Viceland? That show? And isn't I know there's a girl that plays a cop on a show. Everybody tells me I look like her. I can't remember her name, But I was in DMV one time and this man walked up to me and asked me for my autograph. I'm like, what? Why do you want my autograph? You got a check to give me, doll? Ooh, this is turning a beautiful color. I might be on here fucking chisel. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. I know it. I have watched it, but I have not personally watched it from my house because I don't have television. And I mean, I have a television, and I just go to Netflix or whatever I want to watch, and I just turn it on. I do not have cable in my house anymore because I did not want to pay that fucking bill. See, it's 1:40, so we still have 45 minutes to go. So I probably won't make it another 45 minutes with the end unless I'm still up. Everything's infusing beautifully. It smells amazing in here. I wish you guys could smell it. The one that I think that, oh, I know what show it was. CSI. It was the blonde gal on CSI. What's her name? I don't know her name. But I was at DMV and he thought I was her. And I'm like, no, I'm not her. But I've been told I look like Jodie Foster too. And Christy Brinkley and other people. So it's people's perception. It's not me, really. I'm like, I don't even see that. How do you see that? Cheers. Man, that's amazing. Oh, that's her name. Yeah. I don't think I look anything like her. Nothing. But they tell me all the time I look like her. And I didn't believe it until that gentleman walked up to me at DMV and asked me for my autograph. Now, I've been at Chalice and I got asked for my autograph. No, it wasn't. I didn't even know the person. I didn't even know the person. I walked in to get full jars. Good morning, sir. I knew it. I knew you guys would be up soon. I can't sleep, doll. I'm infusing food grade cocoa butter and olive oil. I did the RSO infusion. I can't sleep. Thank you. Good morning, sir. How are you? I haven't sent your package out to you and Lily yet because I don't have it done yet. I'm going to have to make something just for you guys because I have, it depends. If I get, I'm giving everybody until, what's today? Everybody has till Wednesday to decide on those packages on Instagram. And if two of them don't go, then those two will be going to Uncle. One will go to Uncle and one to go to Lily and Full Jars. But I know I sent you guys RSO and lotions and things like that. I hope it gets you through until I can get it there. Yeah, we all have insomnia, Full Jars. Your moonshine soap is coming up with beer soap next. It's going to be, I don't know if I'm going to do it for the, I know I don't owe you anything, doll, but I want to send something to show my gratitude because you and Lily really blew me out of the fucking water. I'm just saying. And your moonshine is amazing. I still feel the hangover. And I'm telling you, I probably didn't drink more than 4 ounces of it, maybe. I'm kidding you. I don't feel it anymore. It actually, Full Jars, was a beautiful day because I didn't realize how wound up I was, how tightly stressed I was until I took a couple sips and then I realized, and it was the most relaxing day in a long time. So thank you. Mm-hmm. For real. So I'm doing, I've been researching a new recipe that I want, because I wanted to add some different colors. And liquor has a tendency, because of the sugar content, to either do one of two things: accelerate trace, or seize your soap, or color morphing. So I'm trying to do a couple test batches and see what yours does. I totally needed that day off. I totally needed that day off. And I'm telling you, I'm so guilty of not relaxing, and so guilty of not taking care of Delta, and because I'm always taking care of everyone else. And it's just the nurse in me. You can't change a zebra's spots. I've been a nurse since 1989, right? 1989. You cannot change me. Broken, unpredictable gamer. Good morning if it's morning, or good evening if it's evening. Thank you for coming in. We are infusing cocoa butter, food grade, RSO, and olive oil. Poor man, what? Rum cakes covered with moonshine instead of rum cakes that you drink. Well, here's the thing with this soap. You have to, oh, it's 1:46 p.m. there, so you're on Cali time too. You got insomnia too, bro? We got it too. It's okay. Just let's smoke a ball. Let's just smoke a ball. With moonshine and liquor, the sugar is high in it. Cheers. The sugar content is high. So you have to, nope, it's 1, it's not even 2 in the morning yet. Not 2 yet. I have till 2:30 to, till my oils are done infusing, and then I will strain them. It's an 18 or older channel, just saying. Yeah. Are you 18 years old, gamer? My channel says 18 and older. Actually, I should change it to 21 and older, but there's a lot of medical patients that have their card at 18, so that's why I don't. Yeah. Thank you, Lisa. It's 1:47 in Iraq. Is that AM or PM? In Iraq? What the fuck? That's where you are, in Iraq, Plant Builder? PM. Okay, well, it's 1:47 AM here. So you're in the middle of your day. I have, my channel says 18 plus. If someone goes to their platform and they find that they are 8 less than, because you can usually tell by their content. If they're a gamer and they have gaming content, you can hear them. Unpredictable gamer, you're over 18? Broken. Broken says it's 1:49 a.m. Sir or ma'am, are you over 18? If not, you gotta go. And maybe the fact that because you're not answering is a yes to me, so I'm probably gonna have to boot your ass. So the door's over there. Don't make people boot you. Right? Right? I mean, it's not right. I hear Mister. He looks 18. Hold on. It's hard to tell because there's a lot of people here from the part-timers. No, Lisa, what? I have the ability, I have the power. I can boot them out of my room. Don't make me boot you. I don't like booting. It makes me look like a bitch. 13 by what? I want to see. I timed him out for 300 seconds. What are you saying for that he is a minor? Is that what you're telling me? Because I don't have the ability to go to his channel without, I don't think, do I? It's late, you know. Sometimes people come in and troll, and they're actually over 18, and they're just wanting a situation. I don't know. It could be one or the other. Who knows? What the fuck? I timed him out for 300 seconds, so we'll see. I can't wait too. Okay, Broken, I've timed you out. Okay, and if this time, if I'm going to ask you one more time politely, go. And if you don't, then I'm going to block you from there. And I don't want to do that because I love watching gaming channels. I don't care if you're a kid playing gaming. I like watching gaming because I suck at it. So my son's amazing at it, and my son's a gamer, so go play some games. Yeah, don't get me into trouble. Doc, if Doc was up, Doc would already have your ass banned. Delta's just being nice. So, don't make me boot you. Yeah, what are you playing, dude? I mean, because I have on my channel that it's 18 or older, and if he types in there again, I will ban him. You can't be here unless you're 18 or older, unless you're 18 or older by default. So it concerns me that he's saying he's not. My channel says 18 or older required to even be here. So it probably wouldn't even let you in. That's my understanding about Google. There's my mister. What's the matter? Tubby? You have to go potty? Let me let my dog out. Come on. Go down. Oh, that smells delicious. Yeah, I don't think by default you can get in, can you? I mean, I don't think you can. See, he's gonna pee, and then I'm gonna forget that he's out there, unless he barks at me. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, you guys. Because I don't want to get into trouble from Google, you know? I don't want to be... I have no strikes. I follow Google's guidelines. And I don't want to... I don't want anybody to get into trouble and have anything wrong. Lisa, I just made you a moderator. I believe part of it is the responsibility of us to maintain our channel and make sure that we have that listed, and under my description and my settings, it's set that way. You want to be sponsored? What's Spotify? What is that? There's not too much that I can do on this end to prevent it, but Google needs to be responsible for their own actions, and if you don't want it minors in here, then you need to block them and put something. Oh, okay. I'm not buffering. No. I think you are. Yeah, I mean, if you're, and he could be doing something, being pissed off. Let me let the dog in. Are you done? Chance, come on. Here, go lay down, Daddy. Over there. Let Mommy get something. The bills are paid. The bills are paid. What bills are paid? I know I do that every month. Go, oh shit, the bills are paid this month. I'm good to go. I haven't made any money on YouTube. Have you made any money on YouTube? I haven't made any money. They're not paying my bills by any means. Google, YouTube. I think the last time I checked, I think you have to have a minimum of a threshold of $100. 20 cc's. 20. Oh, you make 20 cents. And I think the last time I looked, I'm up to $55.47 is what my whole channel has made since February of last year. So that's when I put my channel up. So if Google thinks that I'm going to be too really heartbroken if they give me a strike or shut me down, okay. I'm not benefiting from being here at Google and YouTube right now, except sharing with my community. And if you don't let me share with my community this way, I'm going to find another way to share with them. Simple, right? Yeah, I don't flash any titles. I don't flash any titles, and I always put in my titles, and in this one I didn't. 18 or older if I'm dealing with something, and I thought about writing this title a little different because of the simple fact that I was infusing. So I wrote cooking and infusing, didn't I? You do full jars? You do? I went from, yeah, I started my channel February 16th of 2017. So I've been just a little over a year. A year and, well, this month, 11 months and, what, 10 days? 11 months and 16 days? Your wife hates it too. Why does she hate it? It's crazy, huh? Yeah, is that bad, Lisa? I asked somebody if that was good before, and nobody could tell me. I don't know. Is that bad? Is that good? Cheers. Um, I don't know. I want to say something like 2.5K, something like that. I don't. The only reason I know that is because someone asked me what the highest video viewed I had was, and it's my candies, the hard candies. They love that video. They do, and it's been viewed. I don't know. I've never looked since then, so I don't know. I'm at 3K. That's the problem. I have red and I cannot get into my creator studio. Let me let my dog in. Stop doing that, Cubby. Where are you? Okay. I'm sorry. I thought he was scratching at the door. He's scratching at my couch to lay down in his blankie. So I can't, I pay $15 for that shit and I can't get in my creator studio on my phone. And you know what? The fucking first, dude, if I don't even know how many do I have. Do you know right now? Because I don't know. And I'm telling you, it's been at a snail crawl for real. I'm like, I have over almost 700 videos up. I should have a lot more subscribers. I think. Give and bless them. Yeah, I have that. I hear somebody dinging me. It's probably dog. That was my little boy wanting in the room. Oh, it has? Well, yeah, that's okay. I mean, I've always said I'm going to grow organically, and I'm going to do it organically. But if they come over here and start harassing me, then and they kick me down for some reason, I can't do anything about it. You know, I just try and follow the Google guidelines because they're trying really hard to get it right. They want us in the community. They just don't know where to put us. And they're trying to figure out how they can monetize us and make money, I think, just like everybody else. So I'm going to take another rip and then I'm going to go. I have another, I don't know, hour or so. Hi, Lise. Welcome back. Money is the answer to all evil, right? It's the root of all evil, which full jars. I don't usually like there's some things I monetize and it's because of the information that I give. And here's the reason why. I've gone to big name channels that have shows that are not very informative, that are a bunch of gentlemen unzipping their zipper, and if they just measure their dicks and get it over with, it would be less painful. And I see them getting deposits in super chat for 50, 20, 90, da 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 da, right? And I'm guilty for donating in super chat on their channels too for things that have been given to me, like gold nuggets and growing and information that I could have purchased somewhere else, right? For real. So it kind of pisses me off. It's kind of a two-sided little, it's kind of a two-sided sword, you know? Um, some people that are giving good information and doing good content are overlooked and bypassed and not doing or growing as well as others that don't have half the content. Poor man, I want to be on cam. I'm a poor woman too. I'm a poor woman. YouTube definitely has its issues, and every platform that you go to, just trust and believe it's a given that they are going to have their issues too. So that's why I basically haven't gone anywhere. Now, WeedTube, I do have a platform, but I have not uploaded because I haven't been able to. And one video is all that I could upload. Come on. YouTube gives me as many videos as I want to upload. I love you, you know, the people over there, but this is kind of crazy. You know, they have to figure out where to put us. So I'm going to take another rip and then I'm going to get out of here. YouTube is currently white pages. Yeah, why don't you just look at the trending. Look at the trending. Push your trending button and tell me what you see. I know what I see. Cheers. That's what Google's making money on. That's what Google's trending. And whatever's making Google money is what Google's trending. And right now it's gaming and some other things. Right? Poor man video, right? Ultra music, it's actually, you're right, Plant Builder, it's music and gaming is what I see a lot of on trending. And now, I'm not talking about going in your history and looking at things that they send you because you have a pattern of watching things. My cats are going crazy out there. But I'm talking about if you hit the trending button. Right, Plant Builder? They still control the environment. You're absolutely right. So what can you do except play along with Google, because Google's housed right here in California. They know recreational cannabis and medical cannabis is legal. So they're going to get on board with 86% wanting to free the weed, right? Good Mystical Morning is trending right now. Good Mystical Morning is trending right now, probably because there's a lot of psychic and tarot cards and things like that are trending too on Google right now. Like, I've even seen people doing the boards. Nothing against it. I love it. And some of my subs are there, and I sub to some of them too. And Weird Eats and trailers are right, Plant Builder. That's fucking funny. Oh my god, I would love to party with you. That's so funny. I can smell my oils. Okay, I'm gonna go, you guys. Thank you so much for coming in, sharing your time with me. I've been on here 113 minutes. That's a long time. Damn, you guys put up with me that long? You're amazing. Good night to you. Good night, poor man. Sleep well. I'll probably be up for a little while longer, but and I will go and see Doc. He'll probably do a live. You guys go on over and support Doc when he does a live, because he thinks he's boring and I think he's funnier than shit, so I don't see it. So Doc, here's to you, bro. You kill it. Nans, how you doing? You're doing suckers. I'm doing cocoa butter, olive oil, RSO infusions, and essential oils. Yeah, go Doc. He's killing it. And I don't know if you guys know, but he's actually a good worm guy, man. I mean, Doc is a fucking amazing grower and has amazing content on his channel. So if you don't follow Doc Wigglers, you need to get over there and follow him and just look at his content and bless his channel. Bless anyone that you saw here, but go by and show them some love. Don't just bless sub for sub, because they'll spend the time to do that with you too. And Full Jars, tell Uncle I'm gonna probably be by around 4 a.m. when he starts his live. I missed the goddamn field trip, bitches. You know, I don't like him in there yelling all damn day at me. I can't take it with all the stress that I'm dealing with. I just, because I'm on headphones most of the time and it sounds like he's in my head. So I can only take it for a minute. So, yeah, I love him. And I really do, and I'm concerned about him. So I want to come over and check out this morning, but I have another probably what? Ooh wee, ooh wee, ooh wee, ooh wee. I got probably another. He's on your heart. He's on my heart too. Did you see the last feed, dude? I'm concerned. I'm concerned. You know what? I'm going down. I'm making a road trip. I'm making a road trip to my boys, and I have a layover in LA. Yes, I do. And so I'm gonna Uber it right on over to his place. So you heard it here first. You watch me. I'm gonna show up at his door. I might get his handgun pulled on me, but I'll be packing too. I bet he puts it down once he sees me. I want to meet Red, and I want to meet him and give him a big fat fucking hug, but I'm concerned. So please watch. I know you're closer to him than I am in area wise, and I'm probably about 4 hours from him if I drove. If I got in my truck right now and drove, I could probably make it to his house in 3 hours, maybe 4. So my son lives out further. My son's 6 hours. So I'm gonna make a little stop. Yes, I am. Yeah, but I know you're closer to him, bro. He's your buddy, and you know I don't swing a dick, so it's a little different. Men stick with men, women stick with women. That's just the way it is, and it doesn't mean he doesn't love me. It just means he doesn't tell me everything. So, you know, men are closer, right? So just like women, you know, we rub titties, men swing dicks. So, you know, it's different. We share what women share, and men share what men share, and men don't share some things with women, and women don't share some things with men, and that's all good and fine. So trust and believe. I'm thinking of him, and Full Jars is in Kentucky. Lisa, he's not in Cali. But he is closer to Uncle. I think he talks to him more on the telly than I do. So just watch out for our boy. I'm sure you are, Full Jars. I'm sure you and Lily are watching him for sure. And let him know I'm thinking of him. And I'll be by this morning to see him for sure. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what Lisa's saying to you, Full Jars. And you know, the way I've heard Uncle Surf speak of you and Lily is nothing but positive and very respectful. So, and he loves you. So, shit, you guys are like this, okay? So watch out for your boy, and I'm sure you are, just like I said. So I'm gonna go over and see how they are this morning, and just know I love you guys all, and I'm here for you, right? Lisa, I made you a moderator. Congratulations. You deserve it, dog. You're always fucking here, and you're going to have to slap a bitch, okay, for not coming over there and seeing your channel. I want to say I might have commented, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm going to change that now. So watch for my comment on your channel, Lisa. And full jars, Lily's packages and your packages coming, and so is Uncle's and Red's. Just give me a minute. My son's next treatment is next week, and I need a minute to breathe before then. And I have been making wholesale orders up the yin yang for customers. So just give me a minute to breathe, and I promise it'll get to you, doll. Okay? I love you guys so, so much. If you're new to my channel, thank you for coming in. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Share the love. Hey, Nana, I'm sorry I gotta run. I don't have any extra large t-shirts with my logo on it. I'm sorry. I'm a poor girl. If I had tees for sale, I was gonna do it, but I can't afford it. It's like 75 bucks just to buy the shirts, and that's only in one size. So that's really not gonna behoove everybody. And I didn't think anybody wanted my shirt. Good morning, Red. God damn it, Red. You're always late for the call. Prayers and blessing to you all. I'm going to run because I got to prepare my strainers and stuff for my oil, and I got about maybe 18 minutes. I love you guys. Red, you're always late, bro. I hope you're having an amazing day or morning. Is it? It's 5:15 a.m. and he gets up at 4. I've been up all night, though. I've been up all night. So I'm going to finish my cocoa oil, which I have there, and the rest are all infused. And then my olive oil is still infused in there. So both will be done in about 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe. Nana, love you too, doll. You take it easy. You guys are amazing. Remember what I said to you. You guys are the dank, okay? And if no one has told you today that they love you, one tree.